Well, hello everyone. Welcome back to my channel. It's great having you. Thanks for tuning in. Today I'm going to talk about something that is happening in the US, and whether you agree for the reasons why or not, well, it doesn't really matter because this event is happening. And basically, it's US men of all ages are leaving America in search for a better life. And they're leaving America in record numbers. There's a couple of reports one was from MoneyWise and the other was from Money Watch. And they were writers Sarah Lowe's and Megan Jarulu. And what they said was that 7 million American men are done looking for work. And they've punched out. And that was the terminology that's been used. So they're not even trying to blend in or trying to fit in or whatever, an analogy you want to use. They're just simply done. And why have so many American men given up on work? And another fact is 1 in 9 men, that's 1 in 9 men in the US, ages 25 to 54, are not working. They're not part of the system. They're not paying payroll taxes. They're just not. They're not plugged in. Causes. So whenever you hear something like this, the first thing that comes to my mind is why. I mean, why is this alarming thing happening in the U.S.? And based on some research that was done, and also some projection of reasoning. It was said that it's here are the reasons: social status erosion. So it correlates to some of this, a big part of this, social status erosion. So basically, what that means is these men in that age group, 25 to 54, have seen or feel that their social status in society has been eroding over time. And so social status, well, what is that? Well, that's how other people look to you. It's how you're treated by peers and other people in society. It's being valued for who you are. It's the assumption that you can contribute to society. You're looked up to at some level. This is all social status. It's often it's often earned through trust and through validation, and there's been an erosion of that for a lot of men. Other factors, and these are big ones, according to these reports: feminism, social media, and just feeling as an outcast and unneeded. So this is a lot right here. So feminism. A lot of men are feeling that the feminist movement has really gone overboard over the decades, and it has truly contributed to their feeling of being accepted and being included in society. They feel threatened, and that is a legitimate reason, the feminist one. Social media. Of course, social media paints a lot of men in this age group to be undesirable, not necessary. Women don't need men is a common theme that social media promotes. And I'm not trying to push this as an agenda item. I mean, I don't really even care one way or another what people think as far as definitions of feminism and the role social media has. You feel the way you feel. You fly the flag you want to fly, and I personally don't care. All I'm saying is that these are interpretations for the way these men feel, and whether you agree with it or not is irrelevant because you feel the way you feel, right? You don't need permission from someone else to feel a certain way. And if men are feeling this way as a collective whole on these issues, then they're feeling this way. So again, I'm not the validation policeman here. I'm just stating reasons, big reasons why men are leaving. Okay. Now there are some economic and security reduction kind of reasons as well. There are less manufacturing jobs now than there were in the 50s and 60s, a lot less. And a lot of young men would go into those trades. They would go into the trades in general. And that's just not happening now. There isn't, with manufacturing, there aren't nearly as many opportunities as there were 20, 30, 40 years ago. And it's just hard for men who don't have college degrees, don't have advanced training to break in. And manufacturing has traditionally been the area where they've done that. Again, this isn't my opinion. This is what the research is showing. So they don't have quite as many opportunities while they're young as they used to. So they're leaving. In 1990, 4% of Americans had U.S. passports. Today, in 2022, it's over 40%. So that's a marked increase of passport recipients and holders over the last 30, 40 years. And that number is only going to go up, it's looking like. So, where are they going, these men? Well, they're going all over. And there's right now trending on YouTube and on the internet, there's just a whole lot of energy and anger and frustration over some of this happening. And there's this one group in particular that are called the Passport Bros. And they are primarily, initially they were black men who were in this age group of 25 to 54 that just were fed up, and they just are leaving the U.S. to find relationships and meet people in other countries that will value them and give them a sense of purpose and make them feel like a man. Now, again, whether you agree with this or not, that's not relevant to what I'm saying. What I'm saying is this is happening. And it's not just black men. There are all kinds of American men that are doing this. They're not maybe officially part of the Passport Bros community, but in a lot of the ways they act and a lot of the ways they, the decisions they're making going overseas, that they're handing glove to that movement. So again, I don't have a particular, number for you of how many men are doing this or what percent of the population's doing this, but it is a movement and it is happening. And they are there's several channels on YouTube where they have representatives of the Passport Bros, for example, who explain and defend their rationale, and it's very real. There's also reactions to it from angry women and U.S. women who are making excuses, and they're just levying all these reasons why the men are doing what they're doing. Most of them are very negative and caustic kind of reasons that they're giving. And of course they're wrong, because women are not men. Okay? Men feel and think a certain way. Women think a certain way. And so, it's just an interesting philosophical shift right now. And it's very socially changing. And I'm following it with interest. Again, I'm not here to defend it, agree or disagree. I'm just stating what's going on. And as a man who is in his late 50s, I can empathize with what's going on with these movements, and I can understand. So on the same, in the same vein, I can also understand um, some of the women's reactions to this, and you know, the fact that many are taken by surprise. I can empathize with that as well. But the reality is, the situation is men are leaving. Men are unplugged from the workforce, from the social fabric of the United States. It's happening more and more and more. And unless we do something about it, it's going to continue, and it's going to exacerbate the situation even more. So this video is just basically an informative video, just to state what's going on, and to just notify you of this if you haven't heard, or to just add to the information that you have heard. So take it for what it's worth. Food for thought. Please take a moment to comment on. I'd love to hear your thoughts on this. Uh, I know there's a lot of opinions out there, but is this something that you support? Is this something that you are fearful of or uncomfortable with? What are your thoughts? Please comment. I would love to hear them. Please like the video, and please subscribe. It would do a lot for the channel. Take care, and I'll see you next time.